The esports game I have chose for the project is UFC 4. It is a console/mobile game. It's a single player game but can face opponents in multiplayer, online and offline. The purpose of the game is to KO or submit the opponent, or to go by decision at the end of the game. It's much similar to Mortal Kombat in fight aspects, and they offer different modes. Like Fight Now is regular MMA standard roles. Stand and Bang, you can't go to the ground, and there's other options like Adrenaline mode, Knockout mode, and you can even customize your own fights. The game is played by skill and set strategies. You can try to outlast your opponent's stamina, like Rocky in the films, or you can try to outbeat your opponent by skill. It offers other weight classes throughout the game. You can fight as a woman, and you can even go to heavyweights. They even introduced some old legends like Chuck Liddell here, and they have Rashad Evans, and they even added boxing legend Tyson Fury, and they have Bruce Lee as well. This is the fourth UFC game. First was in 2015. The fourth was released in 2020. Much like the other sport games, players are on the cases of each year. Game developer is EA Sports. This game, ESPN or UFC 4, is a part of EA Play, and UFC 3 is as well, and 2. EA Play is a subscription to EA games, which are mostly the older versions of the games. I think the game in upcoming years will adapt new fighters and even bring back more legends of the sport. And then a hot take I have on the game is I think they will be introducing characters like Jake Paul in the future, or like Floyd Mayweather and other professional fighters along those standards. So this is gonna be some of the online gameplay. I'm playing as Conor McGregor. This will show you their intro. It's kind of like the UFC, like real life stuff, and you can chat between the rounds. For instance, I need to say respect before I play this kid. You can also do emotes, and sometimes they're like very similar to like what the real life players would do, and sometimes they have their own signature moves. So the stand-up on the top, under both the characters' names, kind of determines how fast and how accurate your punches are going to be thrown in combos. And then under that is like the red meter is for like, they'll say a body part, and if it gets real low, then that part is like gonna cost you the game. And once the block goes, punches slip through a lot easier. One of my favorite punches right there is the Superman punch. I just got him with it. And this game mode I'm playing is the stand and bang one, so we are not able to go to the canvas. When you're playing this, you can use the bumpers for combos. So if I use the left bumper, they'll throw hooks or you throw overhands. There's other cool things like you can throw kicks. Ooh, got me there. When you get stunned like that, you just kind of want to avoid the player and try to regain all you can. I don't really play much of the online, just because I usually have friends over, or my brother will play with me a lot. I'm gonna pause this and hope that I can get it to the later round. On offline mode, you can create events and manage your events and create tournaments and other stuff like that. You can also create your own fighters. Another thing you can do is have your own career, and you can just play as your own character that you created. And you can put them through like the UFC process, from going through Dana White's Contender Series all the way up to fighting the UFC and fighting for belts. You have training camps where you can learn more moves and stuff like that. And then also there's statistics and stuff like that.